Hello, my name's Graham Hughes. I am the first person to travel to every country in the world without flying. And one of the questions I get asked very often, apart from, are you insane, is what's in your backpack? Because a lot of people would like to travel, like me, around the world, and they don't want to take everything with them. They don't want to take the kitchen sink. They see my tiny backpack, they say, how did you live out of that for 4 years? I'm going to show you. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how you can pack a backpack like a boss. So I have 3 bags here, as you can see. This is my camera bag, this is my laptop bag, and this is my backpack. So I'm going to put these 2 aside for the moment and just concentrate on what's in my backpack. And very obviously, the first thing that you will spring out of my backpack is a guidebook. You need this for finding your way around. Please don't go traveling without one. You always end up in a mess. Have a mosquito net. You also need this to avoid malaria and other things. Sleeping bag, tiny little sleeping bag, because I'm usually spending my time in the tropics. I don't go to very many cold countries, and when I do, I usually borrow a coat off someone. I have a jumper here, which I always keep with me. This jumper, if you turn it inside out, it's got this nice towely material. I don't travel with a towel, I use one of these jumpers. And basically, after I've had a shower in the morning, if I can't use a towel at the place where I'm staying, I just dry off with this, and then I put it around my waist and walk out, and it dries off as I walk. So I don't have to put up with having a soggy towel in my bag. In fact, I don't carry a towel at all. Next up is this. This is called a Hobo Roll, and it's made by a company called Gobi Gear. What it is a great way of keeping all of your clothes together. As you can see in here, if I just take a few things out, you have 5 little compartments for rolling up your clothes and stuffing them in there. I don't travel with that many clothes. I have 7 pairs of underwear, 7 pairs of socks. I have 7 shirts or t-shirts to change into. I have 1 pair of shorts, which I wear when I'm not wearing these jeans, and a swimming costume, or swimming shorts. And that's it, that's all of my clothes. I only need to wash them once a week, or maybe even once a fortnight, depending on how much I'm traveling and how dirty I'm getting. Next up, in this part of the bag, if I just open up the front part, just make sure there's nothing else in here. No, we have a plastic bag. Plastic bags are always good when you're traveling in case you get wet, so your things don't get wet. So I keep a lot of electronic stuff in here. First up, in another little plastic bag, that is my medicine kit. In there you'll find some plasters, fabric plasters, you'll find some Savlon, antiseptic cream, some anti-malaria tablets, and some aspirin in case you get a headache. Also maybe some motion sickness pills if I'm getting on a small leaky wooden canoe. This is a spare pair of glasses, obviously, I need them. This is cloths for wiping my lenses of my cameras. I have a load of tapes in here, because obviously I haven't entered the SD world yet. I also have a great little adapter here, which has little things for every plug socket in the world, pretty much, and you can plug anything you like in there, which is great. I try and minimize my stuff as much as possible, so I usually take little things like this, little USB cable there, and little USB chargers that will charge 2 AA batteries off a USB point there. I've also got some car chargers like this, so I can plug in and get power from a car, because one of the things that you're always fighting against when you're traveling is your stuff running out of power. I also travel with 2 mobile phones for various reasons, emergencies, and also these are fairly indestructible. I know things have been superseded these days by smartphones, and it means you can take quite good pictures, take good video, and also you can keep in touch with people at home. But the batteries on these things only last about a day, and when you're traveling on a 48-hour coach journey, that can be a bit of a problem. So I tend to stick with my cheap Nokias just for the phone calls. Also in here I have a wide-angle lens for my video camera that I'm filming this on at the moment. A lead for my laptop there, which you'll see in a moment. And also a little box for charging up my batteries of my light on top of my camera and also my camera. They all go in there. And also in here, last but no means least, I have some rechargeable batteries, and I also number them so I know which is which. I've got 4 of them, and so I know which ones are charged and which ones aren't, because my GPS takes a little AA battery, and my razor that I use takes a little AA battery. So that's a good way of charging your stuff. Also, you can use your USB charger to charge up your mobile phone, which is what I do. So that's all the stuff that's in my backpack, actually. There's nothing else in there. It's just my clothes, medical supplies, and some leads and bits and pieces. The other two bags are quite interesting. This is my laptop bag. It's got names of all the countries I've been to on it. And inside here we find some more little tricks. Find my laptop, obviously. There's a little HP in there, a little notebook, which is good for editing video and editing photos and keeping up to date on Facebook and editing your blog and all that kind of stuff. I have a book, because you should always take a book with you when you're traveling, in case you get bored. I also have a little diary here that you can write little notes in about who you've met and what you've eaten and how you didn't die. This is one of the most important things that you can take when you're traveling. This is deodorant, and never leave home without it. Shower in a can. In the front part here, I have another thing that's very important, a hip flask with some single malt Scotch whiskey in it, because, you know, it takes the edge off the day. When you're traveling, it's essential. And also, you can share it with people and make new friends. What else have I got in this bag? I have, a little USB hard drive there. That's 750 gigs on that. Don't bother with the ones that you have to plug in. They're too bulky and heavy. I have a pack of cards, a little pack of bicycle cards, which I use to do card tricks and scam people out of beers and things like that. And also for playing card games on the road. I also have some gaffer tape. I normally have it on a smaller spool than this, but I just wanted to show you that I never travel without gaffer tape for so many reasons. I was saying earlier about plugging in your mobile phone using USB, so I have one of these, which allows me to plug in my Nokia using USB and charging from my laptop or from my power socket. I also have, very, very important when you're traveling, a Swiss Army knife. Try and take the one that's got a corkscrew on it, because you never know when someone's going to offer you a bottle of wine. And that's it. That's it for that bag. There are all bits and pieces in there. And finally, it's my camera bag. And as you can see, these bags are a little bit tatty. I'm not saying that you should carry bags that are this tatty. I'm just showing you that these are the bags I took around the world. These are retired now. They're not going anywhere else. But I just wanted to show you what I keep inside them. Now normally this camera that I'm filming on at the moment, which is a Sony A1E, is what I would travel with in this bag. But just to give you an example about the size of it, it's about half the size of this, and that goes into this bag here. But anyone looking at this bag wouldn't think it had anything valuable in it. I have also in here a spare battery, which is always good, a big 8-hour battery there, which is always essential. Spare battery for my mobile phone as well, which I also need. And also a little Sony GPS thing that takes my position every 15 seconds. If you go on my website, you can see a map of the world and where I've been in almost real time. In the front pocket here, I have something that's a little bit obsolete now, but I've still got one. It's a little pocket camera there, which takes nice 14 megapixel shots. It's, you know, again, it's small and it's light. And because this bag comes with me at all times, because it's got my video camera in, obviously, and that's quite essential to me, it's also got other essentials like toothbrush and toothpaste and dental floss. And last, but by no means least, in this pocket, I also have my Andrex washable wet wipes. These are flushable wet wipes, and they are absolutely essential when you're traveling. I can't stress how much you need flushable wet wipes. These things have saved my life, or saved me from potential lots of discomfort and embarrassment. Also in this bag, I have a few things that I always want with me. Some talcum powder, which is good for keeping down any fungal infections or anything like that you might pick up on the road. I also have some little alcohol gel, which is always good for keeping your hands clean. Bear in mind, traveled for 4 years, went to over 200 countries, didn't get ill at all. And possibly because I kept my hands clean. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just very lucky. Or maybe I've got guts of steel. Anyway, coming up to the end of this now, I've got my sunscreen. This is factor 80, which you need. And I've also got some anti-mosquito repellent here. I usually keep some liquid soap with me, a little shower gel, which I use for my hair and my body, and also to wash my clothes if necessary. And that's about it, really. And there's nothing more to say. I just travel light, I travel fast, and if you ever want to know what's in my backpack, that's what's in my backpack. And I hope this video has shown you how to pack a backpack like a boss. until next time, take care of yourself.